Forms with the Cardinal and gold trim. Cyclones coming in at 3-0. There's their starting five appearing on the screen for you, including Izzy Zingaro, gets the start at the post, and she controls the opening tip and gets it to Aubrey Jones. Zingaro getting the start in the post tonight. Iowa State has, I think, started now 4 different lineups in 4 games. Here's Aubrey Jones bouncing to Zingaro in the paint. And the left-hander works her way in and misses, but got her own rebound and drew a foul. So Izzy Zingaro will go to the free throw line. The foul on Raven White. You like those post touches early, don't you, Pop?
I do. I like them passing in. I like the spacing.
Always try to get some paint touches early in the game, it seems. Zingaro knocks down the free throw.
I always feel for them when they're down low putting in the work and the guard doesn't get it to them.
Spoken like a true post player. And a 2-0 Cyclone lead. Iowa State shooting 82% from the free throw line this season, again, after doing that a year ago as well. Iowa State opening in zone, and a 3 from the right corner would not fall. Battle for the rebound, and Donarski hit it off a Southern player out of bounds to Iowa State.
Good movement.
Ashley Jones double teamed. Finds Lexi Donarski for 3. And a good rebound by Tanera Moore. Southern on the run. Metcalf into traffic, out for a 3. Would not fall, and Aubrey Jones, the weak side rebound off the miss by Watson. And ahead of the pack, Ashley Jones running the floor. Pop, that's one thing she does so well, is just rim run. And they're going to look for her over and over again. Ashley Jones a rebound. 4-0 Iowa State leads it here in the early going. Aubrey Jones for 3. Zingaro kept it alive, but is tracked down by Metcalf. Metcalf defended by Emily Ryan out there on the perimeter, but Iowa State starting zone here. There's a 3 from the left corner, and Southern really struggling with its shooting this season, just 20% from 3. They trail 4-0, and another 3 for Donarski wouldn't fall.
I'm sure it's got to be tough for them being on the road for the last week and playing one game after the other, but
yeah, all 4 arenas, and there's a running shot that would not fall for Kayla Watson. Iowa State rebounds again, 1 and done so far for Southern. Zingaro running the floor. Couldn't finish, but another foul called, and that's going to be 2 on Raven White. Chloe Fleming will check in for Southern. Here's another look at Zingaro drawing the foul. Izzy Zingaro joined the Cyclone program mid-season last year from Canada. Played a little bit, but probably a valuable experience for her, just to get used to her surroundings, get used to her teammates, and probably a lot more comfortable this year. And she's at all 4 of her free throws, so Iowa State leads at 6-0, and Morgan Kane will enter.
probably takes a while to get used to our style of play, a little bit different from what she's used to.
Iowa State man-to-man now. Nakia Kinsey.
Nice drive.
And off the glass, Kayla Watson with the first bucket of the game for Southern. Now they'll put some pressure on. They love to try to force steals. And Emily Ryan draws some contact. That'll go on Fleming. So team fouls adding up pretty quickly here for Southern, and they'll go back to their bench again and get Aaliyah Fontenot into the game, and also checking in is Genovia Johnson, their leading scorer. Strange pop to have your leading scorer coming off the bench. Johnson averaging 10 a game. And a foul called on Iowa State.
I mean, I do know some players who feel more comfortable scoring right off the bench when they have a chance for everyone else to get going, and they just pop in and bring the energy. So
Maggie Vick gets an opportunity here as Iowa State continues to rotate its post players. Morgan Kane was called for that illegal screen and quickly came back out. So a 6-2 lead early on for Iowa State. And a second opportunity here, and taking advantage of it is Tiana Lidge. 6-4 now, Iowa State's lead trimmed to 2. Emily Ryan, the outstanding sophomore point guard, finds Aubrey Jones for 3. Aubrey Jones is always shot ready, it seems. She is. She's going to shoot it when she gets her opportunities. Here is a drive. And the miss by Fleming. It's rebounded by Vick. So a 9-4 lead on the basketball for Iowa State.
got some nice posts up down low.
Ryan connects. First made 3 of the season for Emily Ryan. She'd been over 10 from behind the arc. So she's happy to get off the schneid there. It's 12-4.
I got to watch her at the Drake game. She was just so consistent in her ball handling, and she was just unfazed by what was going on, and it was fun to watch.
When you think about she and Donarski, they got thrown right into the fire as freshmen, and I imagine that can't be easy. They've got to be so much more comfortable this year than they were a year ago.
Oh yeah, I mean it's good and bad when you get thrown into the fire. It's either sink or swim, and you got to learn fast.
Right, true. B. Jordan into the lineup for Iowa State for the first time. And now Ryan had it taken away and then fouled trying to get it back. So the foul on Emily Ryan. Also in for Iowa State is Naimir Dew. Another look, good pressure that time by Watson. Southern came in at 0-3 on the season. Genovia Johnson off the glass. And a good rebound by Tiana Lidge. It's a couple offensive rebounds she's come up with. But early on, it's Iowa State in front, 12-4 here at Hilton Coliseum. Third meeting between Southern and Iowa State. Iowa State won the first 2 matchups, including the 2015-16 game, an 86-46 victory for Iowa State here at Hilton Coliseum. Meredith Burkall led the Cyclones in that game with 18 points. Well, it's fun to look back. There's the series history. A couple of free throws for Tiana Lidge. She has 4 points to lead Southern. And they draw within 6 of 12. 6 and apply the full court pressure. Emily Ryan. Jones. To Donarski. This is Naimir Dew. And a good tip by Donarski to Zingaro, and another foul called on Southern. And Izzy Zingaro has drawn 3 fouls. Tiana Lidge that time sends Zingaro back to the free throw line again. The pop that play is made by Lexi Donarski. The tap to her teammate.
Yeah, I love that.
Exactly.
All those tips keep it in play.
Izzy Zingaro 4 for 4, now 5 of 5 at the free throw line in the early going. Started the season with a 7.7 rebound game against Omaha. She's been effective in this one. Bill Fenley will look to matchups to decide which post players to play. And he felt like in this game, Izzy Zingaro would be a tough matchup for Southern. And so far, he's right. She has 6 early points. This is Johnson driving, denied by Donarski and cleared. And a travel call, I believe. No, a foul on Iowa State. I believe it's. I'm not sure. I guess they didn't call a foul. It's just Southern's ball, so a 14-6 Cyclone lead here midway through this opening quarter. Glad you could join us today on Big 12 Now from ESPN Plus. Here's Johnson. Tough jumper. And they track down the long rebound with Metcalf.
Southern's got some really quick players. We're able to see the court and get into those tiny spaces, which is really nice for them.
Fontenot trying to drive. Dew tracks down the rebound. And here comes Emily Ryan. Lost it momentarily. Dew for 3. She can do that.
Starting off strong with those threes.
No surprise, that's an Iowa State staple. 131 straight games with a made three-pointer, and there's a foul on Johnson. So that's 5 team fouls already for Southern. There's Naimir Dew, showing what she can do. And she's 3 of 5 from 3 on the season. Another foul away from the basketball, and this one's going to go on Nakia Kinsey.
Southern is a very scrappy team. I know they've been known to apply pressure all 40 minutes, and that's got to be tough. They have to have a tough mentality to do that all 40.
Not sure Iowa State's the team you want to put in a parade to the free throw line. Ashley Jones knocks down the first, but a lot of fouls here early on for Southern. Iowa State a year ago set a school record and was 3rd in the nation, shooting 82.7% from the line as a team. And this year, they're right at around that same mark as Ashley Jones hits both. But that's always been a strong point of Coach Fenley's teams. Pop, how often did you get tired of shooting free throws in practice?
I was a work in progress from day one. So
you were, but you got a lot better.
I know. I got percentage-wise, I got way better. But I mean, Coach Easley was one of our assistant main post coaches at the time, so it was a love-hate situation there where I was shooting one-handed free throws for a while until
Yeah, you experimented. There's a jump shot connected out by Nakia Kinsey. That's 19-8. But the bottom line is you kept improving.
Yes.
Donarski.
Free throws are a staple of every practice.
And look at Johnson race ahead with the basketball. Really quick to the other end. The rebound to Aubrey Jones. Aubrey's a pretty gritty rebounder for her size. Averages 6 a game. Donarski trying to create.
Yeah, as Coach Finley always said, I mean, rebounding's more about who wants it the most.
Exactly. Dew for 3 more.
Ooh.
Here comes Southern looking for early offense and getting it from Chloe Fleming. And a 9-point game with 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Ashley Jones coming off a 31-point performance against Drake the other night. And the blocking foul is the call. That's going to go on Nakia Kinsey. It'll be her second.
Looks like we got Beatrice Jordal coming in.
Another look as they called it a blocking foul on Kinsey, which means once again Ashley Jones goes to the free throw line. As we talk about free throw shooting in Coach Fenley's program, it's something he says, hey, we practice it. And they do, more than any program I've ever seen. And it pays off.
Mm-hmm. We start with free throws. When I was there, we would always end with free throws, and it's a part of every day.
Iowa State 9 of 9 so far at the free throw line in this game. I had to say that. as Jones misses. So a 20-10 Cyclone lead, 1:35 remaining in this opening quarter. Zone defense from the Cyclones. Kinsey fires, and Emily Ryan rebounds. And Lucas looking to push it ahead. Oh, baseball pass to a running Jordao. B. Jordao showing she can run the floor, and a great look from Emily Ryan. Tell you, if those post players are willing, Pop, to rim run, they will be rewarded with a point guard like Emily Ryan. A timeout here called by Carlos Funches.
Yeah, Coach Finley always used to say sprinting down the court is the most unselfish thing you could do. So,
And it not only can create your offensive opportunity, and we'll take another look here at Jordao really running the floor well, but it can spread the floor out for others and allow those people trailing the play to have offensive success too.
Iowa State's really closing in on those drives from Southern.
Yeah, they're pinching in defensively, doing a nice job. 22-10, Cyclones in front. On a pace for 100 here. And there's a look at B. Jordao out of Portugal. Transferred to Iowa State from South Florida. Battled some injuries early on, but making her presence felt here early on tonight. More ball pressure from Iowa State here. And a shot clock violation. Here's Donarski. Good kick out. Aubrey Jones drives it and scores. And that's a part of Aubrey Jones' game, I think, that can really come a long way, Pop. She was much more of a standstill shooter a year ago, but she seems, just like Ashley did, more comfortable as she gets older, putting it on the floor and getting to the basket. I think Ashley's freshman year, she was kind of a standstill shooter, and then when she started
getting more comfortable out there, then
as the defenders start trying to take that away. Good challenge by Ashley Jones, then she rebounds.
I think your freshman year, it takes a little bit of getting your toes wet and then understanding that you have more capacity that you haven't really walked into.
At the end of one, it's Iowa State in front of Southern, 24-10. Second quarter coming up here at Hilton Coliseum.
Yeah, I was talking to the assistant coach, TJ Pugh, beforehand, and he said that they have a lot of players playing outside of roles that they're comfortable in, so it's kind of just relearning those roles, and they're in kind of a sink or swim mentality right now. Either you learn the role or the next person off the bench comes in.
Iowa State creates a steal there. Donarski backs up and fires. And Lexi Donarski with her first basket of the game. 27-10, Iowa State. Donarski, the unanimous Big 12 Freshman of the Year a year ago. And a great move there by Kayla Watson. Her second bucket.
Yeah, she's done a great job of getting into the lane and just peeling through our Iowa State's defense.
Jones missing. Kane couldn't track down the rebound as Watson came away with it. Along the left baseline, Watson fires again and hits. So Kayla Watson heating up. She has 6. Donarski trying to create a 2-point jumper. And a good hustle rebound by Aubrey Jones. Needs some help. Gets it from her sister Ashley. And more contact, and Ashley Jones fouled again. Foul fouls on Watson. Ashley Jones, just by the way she plays, creates a lot of contact. She gets another to the free throw line here. Nobody in women's college basketball shot more free throws last year than Ashley Jones. And she's coming off a game at Drake where she scored 31 points and had 10 rebounds.
She does a great job just putting herself in those positions in order to get 3 points instead of 2.
Makes both of them here. 7 now for the All-American Ashley Jones, who came in averaging 21 points and 9 rebounds. Fleming in on Ryan with a left-hander. It wouldn't go, and 2 rebounds for Iowa State. 15 points, Cyclone lead, and here's Emily Ryan, who had 4 assists in the opening quarter. Looking for another one there, and an armbar on Ashley Jones. She comes up grimacing a bit. Her left wrist might have gotten damaged there on that. Oh, well, that doesn't look good.
Kind of got her arms entangled.
Yeah, left shoulder. Ashley holding on. And she's going to come out here, I think. And she's as tough as they come, so you know that was not a comfortable situation for Ashley Jones. Denise will come take a look. And Iowa State inbounds with Ryan finding Kane. Morgan Kane with the left hand, couldn't finish, and then fouled trying to get the rebound, her second. So the Iowa State lead is 15. Danae Fritz, we believe, unavailable tonight for Iowa State. There's a block by Dew on Harlaw, and now a look ahead to Kane, and a great pass from Emily Ryan will send Kane to the free throw line. We talked about it earlier. If you're a big rim run, and Emily Ryan will reward you.
Can't teach effort.
Naimir Dew, pretty decent shot blocker. Kane hits that free throw.
She's got those really long arms. It definitely helps.
Good recovery that time. And Kane makes 1 of 2. So Iowa State leads it 30-14.
Southern has been doing a great job of not letting Emily Ryan get those steals that she's been getting in the last few games.
She had 9 in the opener against Omaha, tying a school record. Fontenot trying to create off the dribble. Wild scoop wouldn't go, and Kane rebounds. And outlets to Ryan, who's always looking ahead. Aubrey Jones, a 3.
It's those plays like that where Naimir Dew running the court leaves her open on the 3-point line.
It draws the attention of the defense. Here's Johnson trying to drive, and a bump by Donarski. And the foul on Lexi Donarski. Another look at that 3 in transition. As we said about Aubrey Jones earlier, Pop, she is always shot ready. Aubrey.
Always got the trigger pulled.
Yes, she can really stroke it. And on the season, Aubrey Jones came into this one 9 of 24 from 3. Genevieve Johnson missed the free throw. She was their top scorer in their game at Iowa the other night. She had 19 points. And there's her first point of this game. 33-15 Iowa State. Ryan creating. Knocked away. Good defense by Tiana Lidge. And here comes Johnson the other way. Chloe Fleming leaves it on the wing for Fontenot, and she hits the 3.
Iowa State's really been closing in on the lane because they've been recognizing Southern driving.
First made 3 of the game for Southern. Dew with a pass inside, deflected. And that's back-to-back turnovers for Iowa State. Now Johnson leaves it for Fleming. Back outside it comes, and a travel by Fontenot. And here's good news for Iowa State. Ashley Jones returns. So whatever it was not long-term damage. And that's good news. Ashley Jones, 3-ball.
Comes in hot.
Double figures now for Ashley Jones with 10 points. And now an offensive foul. Tiana Lidge called for the foul, her second. So this Iowa State team, Pop, the ability to play with a true post player at times, and also the ability to go small. Here's Ashley Jones again. And Jordow rebounds. Couldn't finish, but drew a foul. And B. Jordow active in the early going.
Iowa State's just got a lot of undersized talent, so they got to use those guards. And
Beatrice Jordow, who played at South Florida.
Number 24, Jordan.
Grad transfer. You played a lot of years overseas. Did you ever make it to Portugal?
I did not. I did make it to Puerto Rico, though.
Okay, okay, close. Close.
And a few other countries in Europe, but not to Portugal. It's on the bucket list.
Okay. 2 free throws made by B. Jordow. She has 4 points, and Iowa State leads it by 20. Fleming trying to drive, cut off by Dew. And a block for Jordow. She is getting it done at both ends of the floor. Donarski the other way. Bumped by Fleming. And it'll be an offensive foul on Lexi Donarski. That'll be the second on Lex. And we'll come to a timeout.
Got Emily Ryan back in.
Iowa State with Ashley Jones leading the way. Up by 20. At Southern. And Papa's first year, he immediately made an impact as he came into the league and went 14-4 and earned SWAC Conference Coach of the Year.
That's impressive.
He's an alumni of Northeast Louisiana University. Carlos Funches. His team with the basketball. Fontenot on the dribble out high. And a 3 from the wing.
Bouncing around the rim a little bit.
Jordan Akins couldn't get it to go. All of Akins' shots this year have been 3-point attempts, so that followed suit. Here's Emily Ryan. Aubrey Jones has had a hot hand. She looks inside, knocked away and stolen. Trying to go to Jordow. But good active defense from Southern that time. Denying that pass. And here is Johnson with a quick first step. Knocked away by Jordow. B. Jordow has been very active in her minutes on the floor. Naimir Dew. Out to Ryan. Ryan gets it right back and launches a 3. And the rebound controlled by Tiana Lidge.
For this being Beatrice's debut, she's really putting on a show for blocks, running the court.
Fleming tries to create. Back out it comes. And a good pass inside, and Lidge able to finish. 6 points now for Tiana Lidge in a 38-20 game. There you see the field goal percentages. Iowa State at 45% in the game. 30 for Southern. Ashley Jones trying to create.
Oh, another offensive.
Wholesale substitutions for Southern. There's another look at a good job of drawing the charge by Johnson.
She did a great job of staying in front of her as she was driving to the hoop.
Wholesale substitutions for Southern, and they basically did a line shift. Metcalf back in there. She'll put it on the floor and fire it two. Blocked by Emily Ryan, but cleared. The putback would not go, and Kane rebounds for Iowa State. Here's Ryan pushing ahead to do. Letting the traffic clear, and scoring. Nijmegen do.
Strong athletic move.
And again, Emily Ryan finding the post player running. 6 assists now for Emily Ryan.
It's a good drive by Metcalf.
Here's Donarski racing ahead. Oh, a step through move and a great finish. Iowa State getting out and running right now. Points off turnovers, a dozen so far for the Cyclones. And turnovers have plagued Southern on the season. They average 22 a game. Johnson high-low entry and a good finish by Harlaw.
Good sight with that high-low pass.
Emily Ryan on the dribble. Racking up the assist here. Finds Donarski for 3 more. Around and out. Emily Ryan was second in the Big 12 in assists a year ago as a freshman. Averaged almost 6 a game. A drive by Johnson. She has a quick first step, but the rebound to Kane. And here comes Ryan pushing again. Donarski, 3 more. The transition 3, and Emily Ryan has just done such a good job spotting those shooters. 7 assists for Emily.
Iowa State doing a great job of running the court and getting that wide open 3.
Final minute of the first half. Metcalf gets it right back. Shot clock to 4. Metcalf's going to have to fire. And stripping away the rebound, it'll be out of bounds to Southern.
Returning for Southern, number 2, Aaliyah Fontaine.
Metcalf to trigger. And missing from the corner was Watson, the rebound to Kane. So Iowa State now can hold it for the last shot. 45-22, Cyclones in front. Emily Ryan, 7 first half assists. Goes to work here with 8 seconds. Donarski trying to create. Can't get it. And Dew trying to tie up the rebound. That'll get us to the end of the first half. So Iowa State dominating the first half of play here in Ames. The Cyclones getting it done outside and in. A nice job defensively. And they have a 45-22 lead over Southern University as we come to halftime at Hilton Coliseum in Ames. Carol Miller Award winners, and of course, Ashley a candidate again this year, and a strong candidate. Emily Ryan had 7 first half assists. And the ball pressure picks up from Southern. B. Jordao starting the second half, had it knocked away, but hustled to get it back. And then a tie up the call. And it will go over to Southern. It's one thing to lose it, it's another thing not to get on the floor to try to get it back, right, Bob?
Yeah. He had all 3 of them down there.
Good work by both teams. And Southern comes away with the possession. Kinsey throws it out high to Kayla Watson.
Looks like Southern's mixing up their offense a little bit.
Flashing out to catch it. They go high-low, but throw it away, trying to go to Lidge on the block. And it looks like they're going to pick up the defensive pressure a little bit more even here to start the second half. Try to force some turnovers. Donarski. And Jordal rebounds and draws another foul on Lidge. That's going to be 3 on Lidge. And it'll send B. Jordal to the free throw line. So the post position was such a question mark for Iowa State coming into this season. Not a ton of experience there. Morgan Kane, the one that had played some minutes in a Cyclone uniform, but Jordal Zingaro played just very sparingly, and then Naimir Du, new to the program. But the combination pop of the 4 has had some pretty effective moments.
Yeah, I think Beatrice is really showing some promise for the rest of the season, and Zingaro's been putting up some tough work down there.
And Maggie Vick, of course, a part of that equation as well.
Yeah.
So lots of new faces in that paint area for Iowa State. Metcalf doesn't want the 3. And now 4 on the shot clock. And they just get it off in time and score it. And nice work by Moore to be aware and get that shot up quickly and score it.
That last minute putback, that was a pass, right? Not a shot.
It'll be claimed that way, I'm sure. Good ball movement. Aubrey Jones, a line drive for 3. That extra pass, Pop, always gets that comfort zone for the shooter. And that time it was Donarski sharing the ball so well. Cyclones by 24. And a rebound for Aubrey Jones.
Southern with that scrappy defense.
Emily Ryan. It'll belong to Iowa State. Zingaro returns for Jordal. Here's another look at that great extra pass. And Aubrey Jones ready to shoot. Cyclones by 24. They tried to go backdoor, and Emily Ryan threw it away. Kinsey leaves it out high for Kayla Watson and gets it back. Metcalf. Flash for Lidge.
Looking for that high-low again.
And a good rebound by Ashley Jones. Donarski races ahead. Gets bumped. And the foul is going to go on Southern. And it's on Kayla Watson. So that'll be her second. Iowa State shot 16 free throws in the first half. Made 14 of them. Ryan into Zingaro. Right back to Emily Ryan. Ashley Jones takes a look, backs up and fires. And Lidge controls the rebound. Transition 3 would not go.
Gets a foul on that 3.
Yeah, Emily Ryan guilty of the foul, and 3 free throws coming for Aaliyah Fontenot. She made their only 3 in the first half. She wasn't shy there. I think might have caught Emily by surprise.
I think Fontenot realizes she has to step up on that 3-point line since nobody else is shooting.
So she gets 3 free throw attempts, knocks down the first. Fontenot, a freshman out of Fresno, Texas. She will shoot a third and did a nice job.
Substitution for Southern, 25 Julian Johnson, 44 Raven White.
48-27, Iowa State in front. They would deal with the pressure with Ryan on the dribble. Finding a trailing Donarski. Ashley Jones.
Good movement on the 3.
Foul substitute number 2, William Fontenot for second.
Fontenot the foul. Iowa State's going to very quickly get itself in the bonus again, it would appear. It's
Emily Ryan with those sound ball handles.
Aubrey Jones heating up from 3. Now has 14 points in the game. That's her 4th 3. Aubrey coming off a career high 18 points at Drake. And again, the launch by Fontenot and the rebound of Zingaro. She's tied up. Johnson tied her up. They called her for the foul.
25, Julia Johnson.
So foul on Johnson is her 3rd.
It's a given. As a post, you can't bring the ball down.
Right. Keep it high. Here's Emily Ryan. Ashley Jones on the drive.
Little high-low action.
And nice look from Ryan to Zingaro. It'll send Izzy to the free throw line.
Foul assessment Southern 44, Raven White, her 3rd, 15.
Raven White commits her 3rd foul.
Returning for the Jaguars, number 4, Chloe Fleming. Izzy Zingaro to the line, shooting 2.
But just the touch pass that time from Emily Ryan. Zingaro has spent some time at the free throw line in this one. She's 7 of 7. And now 8 of 8, a new career high for Izzy Zingaro, all at the free throw line. Iowa State plays zone here. Fontenot shoots the 2. And another rebound for Aubrey Jones. She competes on the board. She's not very big, but she gets after it.
Ashley
This
Jones.
is Donarski. Got the friendly roll. I'm sorry, you were saying, Pop?
Ashley Jones posting down low.
Yeah, yeah. Frees up the shooter, and Donarski knocked it down. Johnson couldn't connect, and the rebound Emily Ryan, and a chance to run here for Iowa State. Ryan, cross court, stolen by Johnson. And now Johnson stepped through a move, and the finish, and a foul. Boy, terrific play by Genovia Johnson, and she will try for a 3-point play, her first field goal of the game. Johnson had 19 in Iowa City earlier in the week.
Strong step through by her.
Yeah. And she heads the free throw. Iowa State's lead is 26. Ashley Jones helping out with the ball handling. Donarski returns it to Ashley Jones. 10 to shoot it for Aubrey Jones. And she hits a 2. 16 for Aubrey Jones. Cyclones by 28. Fontenot to Johnson. And now a 2-point jump shot, banked too hard. Scramble for the rebound. And again, bodies on the floor and a tie-up. It'll be Iowa State's ball. But first, a timeout on the floor. Grace Thomas Pollard also earned All-American honors. Congratulations to the Cyclones. Really great performances in Tallahassee. Oh, a collision. And Izzy Zingaro got the worst of it, but I think she's going to end up back at the free throw line.
Might just be a finger injury, hand injury.
It's a full contact sport today. And a busy day for Denise Harklaw. Doc Schulman over to take a look as well. And so Maggie Vick will enter. And Zingaro will be looked at more thoroughly. So Maggie Vick will be the one to shoot the free throws in her stead. Yeah, fresh off the bench, knocked down a couple free throws. That's a challenging thing to do, but Maggie Vick hits the first. And the second.
Free throws are strong today.
Cyclone post players continuing to knock them down. Zingaro 8 of 8. Vick knocks down her only 2 tries. So a 60-30 lead for Iowa State. Johnson along the baseline into traffic. And a good rebound again for Aubrey Jones. Somehow she comes out of the back more often than not with those rebounds. Here's Donarski. Ashley Jones thought about the 3. Instead, finds Dew. Naimir Dew with her second 3. Unselfish play that time by Ashley Jones.
It was a good call.
8 points now for Dew. Fleming missing. Donarski rebounding. Cyclones running. And Aubrey Jones missing. With the rebound to Fleming. Fontenot takes a look. 3 minutes and change to go here in the third quarter. Iowa State has stretched the lead out to 33. Fleming into the paint. And Donarski rebounds.
Looks like everyone's getting a little tired.
Little teardrop goes for Donarski. 13 points now for the Big 12 Freshman of the Year, Lexi Donarski. Johnson out to collect it.
Looking for that high-low again. Putting up the 3.
Fleming couldn't get it, but a good offensive rebound, and earning a trip to the free throw line is Harlow. Harlow not conceding anything here. Nice work, and the foul called on Ashley Jones. Zaria Harlow now with 3 points on the afternoon. There you see the particulars, a freshman in Prairieville, Louisiana. Lidge returns. Some pressure here from Southern. Naimir Dew, pretty good ball handler. Couldn't finish, got her own rebound. And wisely brought it back out. Donarski driving it and couldn't finish but drew contact. Good move by Lexi Donarski. And Johnson now with 4 fouls. Donarski's so good at putting the ball on the floor, Pop.
Yeah, she really knows how to get to the hoop.
Grew up with a basket in her basement, a court in her house. Her dad's basketball coach, and she took full advantage of that opportunity to play in the cold weather inside. Some others got over there and got some shots in too, including Matt Thomas. They stepped out of bounds.
Must be nice to have an indoor court.
Yeah.
We had a hay mound growing up, so we only had half a court, and the 3-point line was behind a pillar.
Yeah. You gotta improvise.
That's why I was a post. No.
I think it all worked out pretty well. Vic hands to Ryan. 3 ball. Fontenot rebounds. Fleming pushes it ahead. Ashley Jones collects the loose ball. Poked away, but Ash recovers. Gets it right back and fires. 19 in the game now for Ashley Jones. Correction. That's 13 in the game now for Ash. Iowa State up 70-32. Jump shot that time by Kinsey. Her second bucket of the game. Emily Ryan against pressure. Vic in traffic, tried to step through move and was tied up.
I'm always impressed by Emily Ryan's ability to handle the ball under pressure.
Lots of hours in the gym. And Claflin?
She really always has that stoic face, too.
No doubt. Never lost a high school game. 104-0.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what that feels like.
104-0. And a 3-ball goes this time for Kinsey, so she's heated up a little bit. And that'll get us to the end of 3. Iowa State starting to pull away from Southern University. The Cyclones making that extra pass. Aubrey Jones has had a hot hand. And at the end of 3, Iowa State leading Southern 70-37. It's helped Aubrey have a successful shooting night. She's hit 4 threes. And Coach Penley always says, don't be surprised when you're open. Aubrey is never surprised when she's open.
She seems to be always ready to toss that cookie up.
Absolutely. And here is Maddie Frederick doing the same. And trying to track down her own rebound. She kept it alive for Emily Ryan. Ashley Jones collects and fires. 16 now for Ashley Jones. So the Jones sisters have combined for 49 the other night. Are getting it done again here. They've combined for 34. And Iowa State has stretched the lead to 36. Kicked out of play by Kayla Watson. Here comes Aubrey Jones replacing Ashley. The other thing about Aubrey Jones, though, the 8 rebounds. That's the scrappy part of her. Yes, she's always shot ready, but she goes and gets it, too.
She's always moving.
That definitely runs in the family. Ashley, a great rebounder, too. Here's Emily Ryan for 3.
I think when you have that motor that doesn't stop, it really helps you on both ends, offensive and rebounding.
Three would not fall, but a good rebound that time by Kayla Watson. And she was tied up. Watson in there among 3 players taller than her, battling. Now she fires a jumper, blocked by Dew, but a foul called on Naimir Dew. So to the free throw line goes Kayla Watson, the senior Louisiana native. She hoisted up 18 shots against Iowa the other day, only hit 4 of them, but comes in averaging 7 points a game. Busy day at Hilton Coliseum. The Cyclone men's team will play here at 5 o'clock tonight against Grambling State. A rebound for Maddie Frederick. Dew banks it in. That's 10 now for Nymir Dew.
Southern looking for more threes now.
Good offensive rebound by Kinsey. 3 more on the way. And a rebound to B. Jordal. Ryan pushes ahead to Aubrey Jones. Stop and pop 3. Kinsey trailing the play, hits the 3.
3-point basket by Nakia Kinsey.
10 points now for Kinsey. Maddie Frederick getting an opportunity here. Good to see her out there playing. Good teammate. Emily Ryan.
Beatrice open on the free throw line.
Here's Aubrey Jones. Couldn't finish, but drew a foul. She'll go to the line.
Foul assessment 7, 21 to 1 win. First team foul on Work.
So again, we talked a little bit earlier about Aubrey. Yes, she can shoot it. That draws the defender out. It opens up the opportunity to do what we just saw her do right there. Get that ball on the floor and get it to the basket.
Aubrey Jones to the line.
Cyclones have spent a lot of time at the free throw line in this game. Aubrey Jones makes them both.
Cyclones 22 to 26 for free throws.
Pretty typical. It's amazing. Year after year, too. Inside, knocked away. Another offensive rebound for Southern. Kinsey fouled by Dew, and that'll send Kinsey to the free throw line.
Foul assessment by State.
Southern doesn't look to be posting up as strong as they did the first half.
Kinsey to the line.
Iowa State was really sagging in there and forcing them to kind of take shots they didn't want to take early on. Coach Fenley, 180-8 in regular season non-conference home games. That's not too bad.
Not bad at all.
Kind of like Emily Ryan's high school record. Here's Ryan finding Jones for 3 more. And Aubrey Jones, a new career high 21.
No hesitation.
And another assist for Emily Ryan. Boy, she's going to have to thank Emily after this game, who's been finding her consistently in transition. 80 to 43. Ryan, a good challenge. And the save by Aubrey Jones as she collects yet another rebound. Emily Ryan always looking inside. Waits for the screen from Zingaro and then
Good
goes the
denial.
other direction. And earns a trip to the free throw line.
Foul assessment 7-3.
11 assists in this game for Emily Ryan.
Great denial of that screen.
Now she goes to the free throw line.
Emily Ryan to the line. Shooting 2.
Ryan, a prolific scorer in high school, 3,000 point scorer, but also a very good lead guard. I mentioned she was second in the Big 12 last year in assists. You can see she has 11 in this game. Missed both free throws. Tough shot would not fall for Watson. And the ball will belong to Iowa State. So 5:43 to go here in Hilton Coliseum, and Iowa State has opened up an 80-43 lead. Cyclones will be improving to 4-0 on the season. They've got a challenging tournament coming up down in Florida. Here's Naimir Dew underneath to Zingaro. Knocked away. Fontenot. Out to Johnson. Genovia Johnson couldn't get the bounce. But another offensive rebound for Southern. Then they threw it away. And Morgan Kane will return for Iowa State. So back-to-back games with career high scoring output from Aubrey Jones as she becomes more and more a part of what Iowa State is doing. Here's Ryan, missing. And Dew saved it. It'll be Iowa State's basketball. Good hustle by Naimir Dew. Mary Kate King is going to come in for Iowa State. Another look at the effort by Dew. Woo, good work. Timeout. 4:58 remaining in Hilton Coliseum, and Iowa State up big. No doubt. But as we saw earlier, they were picked third in the SWAC, so trying to get ready for conference play. And here's Dew with trying to collect it inside, knocked away. Good quick hands that time by Nakia Kinsey. So most of the starters now on the bench for Iowa State. Emily Ryan still in there. Aubrey Jones leaves with 21 points, 9 rebounds. Here's Dew. And she will try for a three-point play. A dozen now for Naimir Dew. And baseline out of bounds play, a Bill Fenley staple.
Great pump fake.
Dew now with 13. That's a Cyclone high for her, and it's a 40-point game. Catch and shoot three from the right corner goes for Sanaya Reed just into the game. Where's she been? Mary Kate King finds Maddie Frederick, who finds Emily Ryan.
It's dangerous to leave Iowa State wide open on the three like that.
They've been knocking them down here. Johnson missing. Good block out by Frederick to allow Ryan to collect the rebound. And now Maddie Fred for three. That bench will love that. Maddie Frederick, popular with her teammates, buries that three. From Tip City, Ohio. Great name for a basketball town, right? Tip City. Here's a drive. Johnson banking it in.
25, Genevieve Johnson.
And a timeout call just for the opportunity to substitute, but we're going to make an immediate timeout here. So 3:25 remaining at Hilton Coliseum. Iowa State up big over Southern. And for Iowa State coming up, it's the Gulf Coast Showcase and some really good matchups. They'll start with Charlotte, but they're going to play 3 games down in Florida. Then it's at LSU and Kim Mulkey. Longwood and Iowa, so some really good matchups coming up for Iowa State.
So high-low action.
And Morgan Kane finishing. 91-48. Johnson drives it. Nice finish. Count the bucket and a foul. Genovia Johnson trying for a three-point play.
A great explosive move to the hoop.
She does have that quick first step.
Genovia Johnson headed to the line.
Scored 19 in Iowa City the other day. Missed the free throw.
Got her own.
Yeah. Tied up Emily Ryan. But it'll stay with Southern. So Genovia Johnson with some good hustle.
The game before, Southern, 21.
Pop, you always like players that hustle.
I do.
Who doesn't? You know, that's what Hilton Magic is when you hear the crowd react to somebody hustling for a loose ball.
I like people that have the mentality that they can outwork
Yes.
anybody out there, because there's always going to be the next best thing coming up.
And if you look at Iowa State's teams, historically, they're pretty good rebounding teams, but they don't have a ton of size. So it is a lot of 1-2. But they're coached well to go after that ball. Here's Emily Ryan. Finishing. And one. So we mentioned a career high in assists tonight for Emily Ryan. This time she finishes the job herself.
To the line at the end.
So she has had a 9 steal game and a 13 assist game already this season. Talented sophomore. The school record for assists, 16 by our friend Lindsay Fenley.
See if Emily can get 3 more in her.
I know nobody's cheering harder for that than Lindsay. Here's Emily Ryan pushing it ahead. Mary Kate King. Frederick for 3. And a good rebound by Lidge. 2 minutes to go in Ames. Fondo drives.
Basket 2, Lee Fontaine.
Here's Ryan. And kicked out of bounds. It'll belong to Iowa State, I believe. So the Cyclones will get to 4-0 heading to that Gulf Coast Showcase, where they'll be put to the test. 3 games in 3 days. Hopefully, from their perspective, they can get back in the lineup. Danae Fritz didn't play tonight. Here's Ryan inside again. Vick, the rebound. Maggie Vick one more time, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Foul access to 21.
Understanding is it's not anything super serious with Fritz, but they're just being careful. I'm sure Bill Fenley will explain more in the post-game press conference, but Danae had a good game the other day at Drake. She had 12 points in 31 minutes. She's another talented freshman. Here's another, Maggie Vick, at the free throw line, where she's now hit 3 of 3. Here's Coach Fenley, 27th year at Iowa State. Pop, it has to be fun when you've been away from the program for a little while and you can come back and your head coach is still the head coach.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever going to leave.
I hope not. I know Cyclone fans surely don't want him to go anywhere.
Still have pretty much the majority of the same staff that was there when I was there.
Exactly. Emily Ryan. And this is Vick for 3. And the rebound tracked down by Fontenot, and we're under a minute left. Earning a trip to the free throw line. We saw that down in Kansas City, Municipal Auditorium and Sprint Center at the time. How fans would go back and forth between the 2 buildings. And it's going to be fun to see that again when Big 12 Conference tournament time rolls around this year.
Yeah, Ames, Iowa really has that family feel where it's a large community that surrounds both women's and men's teams. It's great to see.
Cyclones annually one of the leaders in attendance nationally.
Definitely don't get that everywhere.
Emily Ryan creating. Maddie Frederick missing. But here is Mary Kate King, the most unlikely rebounder of them all, missing. And final 10 seconds. A three would not fall. Fontenot rebounds and banks it in to get the final bucket of the game. So, Iowa State gets the victory. Pop your final thoughts on a 96-55 Cyclone win over Southern.
Oh, it was great. Iowa State had a lot of fast breaks. They came out with a lot of energy, and Southern didn't quite adapt to that. Just Iowa State shutting down the inside. Put up a good fight, though.
Coach Fenley goes to 181-8 in regular season home non-conference games. Southern will travel to Tennessee this Saturday for a game against Memphis. That game tips off at 2 o'clock Central, and it can be seen on ESPN